And what up, you guys? Welcome back to Feral Publications YouTube channel. It's me, Rich. Daily uploads to open up my own shop. And today I want to talk about Fantagraphics. So I follow Fantagraphics, and not only that, but I kind of benchmarked what I'm doing against Fantagraphics. I think Fantagraphics kind of encapsulates in a large portion the things that I want to do through Feral Publication, of like empowering cartoonists as well as really keeping comic book history alive and like the good portions of it. But I seen this pop up in my feed today, and it reads, the We've Been Robbed sale, 30% off site wide from 8/22 to 8/25. And so for anybody that buys comics, that's a pretty damn good deal, especially if you guys have been looking at anything on the Fantagraphics site. This will probably be the time to get it, because it also helps them out. So ultimately, I wanted to go to it just so you guys can get the full scope of the story, right? So the We've Been Robbed sale is in regards to ultimately Diamond Distribution stealing their comics. And so they wrote a little blurb, so let's go ahead and read that, right? A call to action. Fantagraphics is in a legal battle as part of a coalition of a dozen other publishers that is stressing our ability to publish the world's greatest cartoonists, as we have done so for almost 50 years. To cut to the chase, pun intended, Fantagraphics is fighting JP Morgan Chase Bank and former direct market monopoly Diamond Comic Distributors, who are colluding to steal our books and use the resulting profits towards the cost of Diamond's bankruptcy. As you may have heard, Diamond Distributors declared bankruptcy on January 14th of this year, which could have smoothed the way for Diamond to continue operating and supplying comics to retailers, but instead caused chaos across the comics landscape, from retailers to publishers. JP Morgan Chase, one of the largest financial institutions in the world and a secured creditor and their debtor, Diamond, is now trying to legally seize all the books held on consignment and owned by us. Through the crane chickenery of bankruptcy law, liquidated them, bypassing any obligation to pay the publishers. In short, we, with our coalition of fellow publishers, are fighting this transparent piracy in the courts. As if that weren't bad enough, the latest legal incarnation of Diamond has been selling our books to retailers ever since their purchase on May 16th and not paying us a penny. 100% of the money retailers have paid them for our books has gone to their pockets, none into ours. This is just fucking horrible. This is diabolical shit on me, straight up. Sadly, having the moral high ground does not diminish the losses we have suffered over the last 8 months. We are looking at millions of dollars worth of books being unfairly seized and liquidated out from under us. Books that our authors have sweated blood to create and that we've expended no little love to produce. This is where you come in. We're not looking for a handout. Our website features hundreds of graphic novels and comics, and we're doing a site-wide sale, 30% off everything we sell, to help raise money to pay our legal battle and make up the extent we can for the losses we have suffered. As you know, we believe in the books we publish and are evangelical, advocating for our authors. If you love what Fantagraphics has been doing for the past 5 decades, our 50th anniversary is next year, folks. Whether it's our champion of comics as a legitimate art form, our defense of creators' rights, our dedication to finding and supporting humane and insightful artists from all over the world, or our commitment to preserving comics' vast history, then we could use your help. Please visit Fantagraphics.com to see what we have to offer. We intend to continue to publish the best comics in the world as an entirely independent publisher for another 50 years. And with your help, we will. For all the retailers who support us and our work, stay tuned. We have a deal coming for you too that we will announce on Tuesday, August 26th. So, very cool that they are fighting this bullshit that Chase P. Morgan with Diamond Distributors are trying to do to publishers. This is not the first company that I've heard dealing with this. I follow quite a bit of publishers that I like, and like they definitely are trying to take advantage, and they assume that even something as big as Fantagraphics, something that's been a staple in the comic book industry, something with like the Comics Journal behind it and everything that they've done, that they can fuck them over. Like I dare to think like what they're doing to even smaller publishers that don't have a name, that don't have a backing, that don't have a following. Like, these people never gave a shit about the comic book industries. They never gave a shit about the comic book art style. They just wanted fucking money, man. And like, I had been talking about Diamond Distribution for a long time as like the bullshit that was holding the industry from moving forward and progressing. And these are just growing pains. Like, as Diamond finally gets put to rest, like comic book publishers and comic book distributors, as well as like comic book makers, creators, retailers. I think it's just gonna get better, you guys, and I'm here for it. And I'm here for Fantagraphics because, like I said, a lot of my comic book history books, like the historical books, not necessarily like, I'm not just talking about like the comics that I buy from them, but like the comic book history books that they publish, I've gotten quite a bit, and I'm definitely gonna check them out to see if there's anything that I personally would like to get. I know I've been looking at those Crazy Cat comics and all that, and definitely, you know, if you guys are in the mood to buy some Fantagraphics comics, this is probably be the best time, because you're going to be helping them out as well as helping yourself out, getting them at a better price. Let's keep supporting the publishers as they go through this shit with Diamond. Hopefully they all make it on the other side, and if not, you know, c'est la vie. But like, this is more reason to just fucking hate Diamond, hate banks, and like, let's keep making independent comic books and keep doing this DIY publishing thing. All right, you guys. As always, I'm here tomorrow, so I'll see you guys then. Lates.